Hey guys, today on Planet Crafter we are going to discuss and tell you about the best places to make your base. Now you do not get stuck on one base, and at the start your best location to make your mini base would be right here, just after this bridge here along aluminum fields, so you can set up your miners and collect your aluminum. So you get the aluminum miners 2. You can do it with aluminum miners 1. You could just a regular miner sort. You can get a farm aluminum here, and this is the center of the map. Basically, almost the exact center of the map is in this area right here. You can reach pretty much anywhere. You can build a mini base here at the start of the game to help you with the centralized location. But at the start of the game, you're going to be building bases basically everywhere you go on the crash ships to get all your parts and stuff like that, or any way you want to play. But let's go to the main base. Once you progress in this game a little bit farther, you're going to be farming more than just aluminum a little bit back and forth. You're going to be farming a lot of resources all the time, constantly, to build everything that you need to build. And at the end of the game, it becomes more and more important to save your time, because earlier on you could do like one run and collect all your stuff. So making one run at a time back and forth from a far location where your base is an okay thing to do. But later on it becomes tiresome and burdensome to go and try and collect all your resources and bring them to one location. Like so, that location over there is centralized and nicely, but getting all your resources and running them back to there all the time is a pain in the butt. So you're going to want to move your base. Not to here. I tried having a base here and moving my base here, and this isn't really that great. So you need, at the end of the game, you need a lot of this iridium ore right here. This is what you're going to need the most of. You're going to need sending a lot of rockets, so you're going to need to make a real base here. And this isn't really the best location at the mouth of the cave found. So I made another base, and I just haven't moved that stuff over yet because I'm kind of lazy, since I'm pretty much done everything anyway. So I'm not really going to move anything around. But right up here, don't do this at the start of the game. Wait until after your ice is melted and you've gotten faster travel speeds and you actually need these other resources. But you can build your base right here at the start if you want to get it started right away before this gets melted, and you can start putting your miners right here. So I would put your base right here or inside the sulfur area, because these are the resources you're going to need the most. So you're going to need this iridium, and you can put your mines right here, and that's what a Zerolite place looks like right here. So that'd be like where a Zerolite thing is, just right there. But yeah, you can build your mines all through here, or build your base right nice and flat spot right here and extend it over there, or extend it over there, or anything like that, and build your miners right here. And then right here in this area right here, you can put your sulfur mines. I got my sulfur mines right there, so to mine sulfur. Sulfur at the end is very important too, so you can build anywhere in here. I decided to put my new base right here and just go in there and grab that stuff and move that stuff over to there later on and grab the sulfur, because later on sulfur is what you're going to want. You're going to be doing all your mushrooms that you have constantly on your best growers, because you're going to need the bioplastic that you need from it and stuff like that. And you're going to need a ton of fertilizer, which of course uses sulfur also, and you need to convert that to fertilizer too. You're going to need a lot of explosives, because your rockets need that. Or no, your rockets, I don't think your rockets actually need that, but your heater 4 needs explosives, and other things need it too when you're building them. As you can look here, I don't see what else needs them. Yeah, the DNA manipulator. That's only a one-time thing. You can build 2 of those maybe. But there's quite a few things that need explosives, that need sulfur, and of course, you're going to need to be farming a lot of that if you're going to go big and try and finish everything that you can. So sulfur is going to be one of your main farming ingredients that you're going to need. You're going to need lots of algae, and just running through down here into the pools over there for algae is not that bad compared to other locations where you're going to need a big supply of algae to run in there. So the running time over there to get your algae, this will be right here, will be your mining. So there's no time to get the iridium right here. There's no time wasted on getting your sulfur if you're building right here in this location area. And if you come right over to here, this is where you can get the osmodium, the blue ore. It is just right here. This is like what was that, like 10 seconds? In like 10 seconds you can get into a mini base here, and you can be farming your osmium. So you can farm your osmium here, and I just had the process here. I was doing this along the long hallway as taking my your aluminum and processing to get super ore that way. But that was before they fixed the T2s on the resources that T1s don't work on. So T1s don't work on this, so this is for later at the end of the game when you get T2 miners, and their numbers are up. So now the numbers are up higher. Let me get some water here. And from this location here, if you want to make a run to the super alloy farming, you can just go straight this way. That's why you could build a base over in that better looking area. But right here is the pathway to come out of the mountains here. That's fastest. Some people might want to build over here because it's a little bit nicer looking for a main base, but as you can see, there's no way around in here. You can't get out anywhere through here, and then you'd have to still do a long run just to get over to the blue ore and your sulfur and this. If you're just over here, you don't have to go anywhere for those two and do that. And this is a meteor storm. Anyways, let's ignore that. And the blue sky, blue tint, this should be a osmium and sulfur meteor storm. But yeah, you can come right down here, and then this will be a little bit of a longer run, but not too bad, to come up here and get into the super alloy farming area. So you put your miners in here, you can get super alloy in this area right here, get some air. So right here you can farm for super alloy to your heart's content. Just lay down, it has to be a miner 2, just be aware of that. So this is later on too, once you have miner 2 unlocked, and that is much later than a miner 1, of course. So you can't be mining here right away anyways. But just in this area, inside here, anywhere in here you want, you can stick your miners and start mining your, make a little base. I haven't done it because I didn't need to, but yeah, you can build it in here. So you build it right inside there. I'm going to check out the meteor. Yeah, I don't know why I'm checking out. Yeah, it's the blue one. There's the blue ore right there. Osmium right there. Don't need it. But yeah, that is the reason why we want to build our base there, because this run right here, we can try and time it. It's not that fast. Hey, that's pretty cool. On last place. Drop the ore. I don't need it anymore. But yeah, you can come right up through here. You're getting your super alloys, and you're done. Your base is right here. So that is why we do that. The other thing you're going to want to farm is, of course, the nice green stuff. But the priority in this game is getting your rockets out. So once you start getting your rockets out, you're going to be sending rockets that are going to give you your uranium. So, and that's going to be more than enough to actually get the uranium you need to make your earlier power supplies, your nuclear reactors and stuff like that. You're going to get a lot from that, and you need a miner 2 to be able to actually mine uranium. So getting uranium set up is, and a base near there, isn't really that productive in the short term at all, because, you know, once you farm it there, you're done. And the uranium is quite a long run from everything else. There is the other blue cave right nearby there where you can farm for that, and you could stick, you know, this other resource here, but, you know, the iridium, the red ore stuff is the best you're going to get. You're going to need most of that. That is for your rockets and everything, and of course progressing and the stuff, you're going to need your sulfur, access to a lot of sulfur right away. So that is why that would be the best spot for a centralized location for your main base. And coming over here, if you're going to mine, this is the only long run you're going to have to make. The running over there to the aluminum is basically a short to mid type run. But if you're making your base in the middle of the map, which is right around in this area here, in the sulfur area, aluminum area, you're going to be doing a lot of running back and forth to get all your resources instead of just one of them. So you're still going to make a long run if you choose to mine this. I never did, actually. So I set it up like, oh yeah, I'm going to make a nice big run over here and farm the crap out of it, because that's what you need a lot of. Sending a lot of rockets just to get it. But then, you know, the rockets stack, and you got to keep sending a whole bunch of rockets anyways. And then, you know, the rockets just need 2, and it needs a lot more iridium anyways. So I started off with my main base right up here, because I thought this was a nice starting location for a nice major base, because the aluminum was right there and lots of the other resources looked nice here, and the water was flooding up there, and I didn't want to be underwater, and I wanted a nice, you know, cliff overlooking everything, which is just, you know, was a waste of time, basically. So I just made a nice big base here that was basically a waste of time. And those are the ingredients that the rockets needed. I did that for my thing there. I got all the trophies. And there's my progress, 0.8% into fish. Yay! Anyways, continuing on, this rocket pad, I should just take it apart. But yeah, the uranium is only one spot to farm it. It's a long ride, and to say it once again, you do not. I did not need to do it. I don't know if you will or not, but I did not need to make this because I did not unlock miner 2s right away because I didn't even send iridium rockets because I was just farming it and kind of got lax in that department there. But you're going to want to send them and get iridium rockets right away anyways, so you can come over here to the uranium cave and actually mine your uranium. Like I set up a base, I just didn't use it. So you got your miners, and I can tell you, I had this one set up before I got the update, and you know, that is what my yield, right? That was the old yield of T2s, is the regular yield of T1s on stuff like uranium and the blue ore and the super alloy, which is why I didn't build a super alloy farm and get that going. But after, no, this is still the basic one, after you get a bigger load like this, which is the regular load for T2 stuff now. So that makes the actual sulfur cave, the super alloy cave, get so much stuff there. It makes that more worthwhile to actually set up over there and not worry about getting aluminum to process your junk into, like, you know, if you're mining a lot, you get a lot of this junk, or it becomes junk ores that you have to get rid of. And the best way I was getting rid of it was you just bring a whole bunch of aluminum over, because aluminum you get way better odds than you do on these ones here. You get a lot of aluminum and then just bring it over to your thing and then bring it over to your crafter and craft your super alloy with all the junk and have your chest with the leftovers until you just, you know, you come over here with aluminum, you process it into super alloys and you process it into uranium bars, and then you bring all those uranium bars with you and your leftover uranium and your super alloys that you have left over, and you bring that to your main base. That would be how you set up your runs when you're running back and forth. But as I said, I did not ended up really needing that because I got everything from the meteors that you need to send anyways. So the best place, I said, is right at the start where I had that other base I set up, is right where the sulfur is and the iridium is, right in that doorway location. So the two main resources you're going to need at the end of the game are right there for you. Wow, it's dark in that pathway. So those were the resources. So that is where the best place is to actually place your main base once you're ready to build it and have those biolabs going and stuff like that. In my opinion, through experience playing it and trying to save myself some time. So hopefully you learn from that and try and build your base over there once you're ready to build it. And you're not ready at the start until you're actually ready to build miners and you're actually melting ice and stuff like that. Until then, you know, any small little place like this is fine for centralized locations, and building bases by any type of little structure that you need to just dump your stuff in, and then until later on where you can actually move a little bit faster and stuff like that. Like, you know, when you get the last rockets and you can actually move a little bit faster on the map instead of, like, you know, your slow paced stuff. But yeah, so I hope this helped you out, and thanks for watching. And that is the best place right in there. I don't think you need to see my base again. That doesn't really matter that much, even though it's nice. And thanks for watching.